So, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to FTRL. We are here at week 3, or is it 4 of GT3, attempt 1. Hopefully, the PSN and Polyphonic servers play kindly with us this week, shall we? As we bring you more exciting and thrilling and chaotic GT3 action. This is GT3, Mikey Walden. We are here at the Nurburgring then for week 3 of the championship, and it is our second endurance race of the season then. Joining me to go through all the action tonight is everybody's favourite kitchen appliance. It is the preheated oven. Good evening, James.
Good evening, Lee. How are we?
I'm very well, very well. How are you?
Yes, we're breathing. It's always a good start.
That's a positive start. Well done, well done.
I'm excited for this one.
Indeed. Nurburgring. The Nurburgring, yeah, pretty well-known circuit. I think everybody knows the Nurburgring.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be handed a bit easier than the GT2 boys have got tomorrow, but it's one of the few circuits that can rain.
It is indeed. So, of course, the endurance race, we have the threat of rain now. The weather's on random, so anything can happen. We do not know what the weather's going to bring us. It might bring us some rain. Something for the boys to keep their eyes on. Keep their eyes on the radar as the race progresses. Then, without further ado, I suppose we should probably get this show on the road.
We should. We've already got Fever and Safe Release and Mikey, as I can see in the chat. Always here. I'd like to thank them both, all three of them actually, as well, for supporting my stream last Friday. They were brilliant.
An excellent job, well done, Polly.
Thank you very much.
Lots to go through sometimes, especially when you're on your own. It's hard to try and pick up everything.
Yes,
there's a lot going on at the start of race 2, for example.
I think I missed 90% of the overtakes. Oh, 2 starting on soft sleep.
Indeed, then so. Of course, something to factor in tonight with it being an endurance race. 2 compounds of tyres have to be used, soft and the mediums, and the drivers will be starting on the tyre that they start qualifying on, which means that 2 drivers, one's IMR Bruce Lee, missed who the other one was.
Nobby Norris,
so they will be starting on the soft tyres, while everybody else appears to be starting on the mediums. So expect those 2 to be quick off the bat at the start of the race. But for the time being, we've got qualifying to get through, 15 minutes, and to set a competitive lap time to decide the grid for tonight's 26 lap race. Of course, all in the equal GT3 Porsche 911s. And last time out we were at Autopolis. We had to have a second attempt at it. Successfully, I might add this time. And there were victories for Bread. No, it wasn't. It was Sir Goose, wasn't it? Sir Goose and Zombie were victorious last time out. Bread was throwing away a victory in race 1. And then Zombie doing a superb defensive job in race 2 to hold off.
Arsenal.
It was Arsenal, wasn't it? Yeah, he was on soft tyres while Zombie on the mediums. So.
Yes. I also would like to point out that Bread has had his first rage quit of the season.
Nice.
So a few people might be owed money by the bookies there for whoever guessed race 3.
Just the one race tonight, slightly longer one, because we're doing the endurance. And the first one on track. Back in traffic. Just got home in time. Well, the good thing is you're home in time, so you haven't missed anything yet. Nobody's even done a lap yet, Derek, so you're bang on time. Hold on. You've just missed us jabbering on for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, someone said that the perfect timing.
Exactly.
We've also got a returning Faze Potter this week.
Wonderful.
Team Dynaco's second driver.
He's going into the pits because he's starting on the mediums, so we'll go on board with Nobby Norris then for a lap of the Nurburgring GP circuit. At the final corner he comes in, and along the start-finish straight we go.
I'd probably say this is one of the more difficult first corners.
Definitely downhill, a bit blind, very, very tight. Sort of hairpin right-hander there, seeing opening up the track nicely. A little bit deep though, but cuts back nicely. Starts to climb up the hill. Car flicks left with this long left-hander. Power early, drift over to the right-hand side. Well, again, another tricky left-hander. Circuit drops away, try and clip the curve on the inside, then get over to the right for the next corner. Use all the runoff if you want. Nobby decides to stay on in between the lines, but you can use the runoff on the left there. Now we start to plunge down the hill. So the first of these S's. The left-hander goes in. And stays left for the right-hander. Apexes nicely, use the curb on exit. And now we plunge down the hill towards the hairpin. Good overtaking opportunity this. So easy to get your braking point wrong and run a little bit deep. They're not worrying the apex in this one. Taking the scenic route around. Now we start to climb back up the hill again towards the Schumacher S. Can stay flat through here if you get your line right. Here's down it perfect there from Nobby. And now we head up then to the next S's. Find your braking marker, down a couple of gears to third. Over the curve there, go back in. It's a little bit squirrely. Flicks into the right hander. Just missing the apex slightly there, but using the curb on exit now. Start plunging downhill again. Speed starts to build. One of the fastest parts of the circuit, then through the right-handed kinker, we start climbing up the hill towards the final chicane. Spot your braking marker, down to second gear. Attack first gear, back, attack the curbs. Big drift there, tries to get the power down. Now just one corner to go. Get the power as early as you dare. Use all the circuit and the curb. And first time on the board is a 58.8 there from Nobby Norris.
Yeah, Armar Bruce Lee's just coming around the last corner as well, so he's coming down the back straight now, main straight. A 2-minute flat. I'm thinking, I do believe, if I'm correct, that a pole time should be around the 157s.
Yeah.
So,
you see a couple of low 58s in practice just before the race, so check out for those then. So the guys who started on the mediums who've now pitted, starting their flying laps.
I have noticed that GT 2 times are hitting 56s in dry on the softs. Almost pointless practicing with T. Smith's weather plan for us.
It is horrific. So definitely tune in tomorrow for GT2 because they are going to suffer and suffer badly.
Yeah, and I'm there, so it's just funny to watch me suffer if anything.
On board with Face Potter then in a minute, watching him start his first flying lap. They're using all the surface, all the track, and a little bit more. So in the background was making a beeline for the wall. It was Jesus. Just keep it out of the wall. He gets on the grass to avoid his teammate. And Sagoose. He gets back on track again. Nobby was getting on then, currently on provisional pole. But still 10 minutes of the session to go, so plenty of time for the remaining drivers to try and overhaul him. He's kicking up some gravel, but he is 7/10 up on his current lap time, his current best lap time, so Nobby Norris on here for a sizable improvement. If you can find another 10th, he will be into the 57s.
Just watching Bread and Face Potter go into sector 3 now. Bread seems to have got the car more dialed into the track already. A very good rotation, more entry speed, exit speed too.
Probably getting a nice little slipstream as well from Face Potter ahead of him. So Nobby Norris comes around and improves to a 58.5, so we did lose some time in the final sector. And with IMR Bruce Lee, is he going to improve on his lap time? 2 minutes flat point 1. Does not improve there. Let's have a look at Bread then, who does appear to be the man on the charge.
He's a poor run through the final chicane.
7. Face Potter's very wide at the final corner.
Yeah, he's wider than a fat man.
Here comes Bread to the line, and it is fastest, and it's a 57.5 from Bradley.
Rodon goes third with a 58.8. It's time if it is. Luke has gone off as well.
That's immediately to fourth though as Jordan comes through for P2. Tango Ice Pascal.
See if they can avoid each other this week.
Dane goes up to P3.
He's had a great start to the season, hasn't he, Dane?
And
there really has been some improvement.
In GT3, but also two brilliant ones in GT2.
Well, I mean, it was Carl, wasn't it? Was it Carl or Derek?
Yeah, it was Carl.
It was Carl, wasn't it? I mean, he's put Carl in a great position. And for a fill-in GT3 driver, you know, there is a big jump as well, I'd say, between all three divisions.
Absolutely.
And Dane he went in and he didn't look out of place at all, did he? There was no mistakes. It was calm driving. And it was P6 as well.
That's what you need sometimes. Especially with GT3 is definitely what you need. Just calm.
Yeah.
Calm driving. I think the big thing for him, I think, is he avoided a first lap incident, which seems to be his calling card. Unfortunately, in GT3, he does tend to get involved in somebody's incident, not necessarily always his own, but it always seems to include him somehow. So I hope him for a clean start. If he starts P3, that should keep him out of most of the trouble at least.
Yeah, the less cars you have in front of you, sometimes the better, but there is the case of cars behind him.
Yeah, I was going to say, that put cars behind you, and that's also quite dangerous in GT3. Especially at the start,
I would like
anyway. If you can get around the first lap, then usually you're okay.
I mean, there is a very much improved, but last season's Calamity James, Nobby Norris in P4. Who, he is known for a scent, he is known for a dive bomb.
No, not necessarily always intended either.
No, it's not. Sometimes it is just accidental.
Who
has, I believe, just gone onto Nobby Norris has just gone onto the mediums.
Interesting. He does know he's not in the race and doesn't need to use the mediums now. Nobby, if you're listening, you're on the wrong tyre, mate. Joe has also done that as well. I don't know why. I think he's realised. Improvements then. Alex Pixie goes up to P4. P5, Nobby Norris down to 6th.
It's a very close grid.
Minus Bruce is 8th, Faithful's in 9th, Bruce Lee in 10th, and Goy going on to a set of competitive lap time now. Jumps up to P8 with a 58.7.
I think all the way from 3rd to 9th is about a second, if that.
Yep, very much so, yeah. So 8 cars there, very tightly bunched.
This could make it an interesting start, though, Lee. I think there might be some incidents down to this view. I mean, I'm going on board with Sir Goose. The bottom of the hill by the Schumacher S's. Oh, he is fun. I think will be a big incident area. It's a hard braking zone into a hairpin.
Yeah, there's a little bit of camber on it, so you can sort of carry some speed through there, but if you carry too much, you are going to run deep, and then you're going to be the gravel on the outside at the bottom, which is counterproductive.
I tend to stay in second gear through it in the Z4. In the dry, however, in the wet, it is first and about 35 miles an hour.
So yes, Joe's gone back out again on medium tyres. I don't know why. I think he's gone back to pits, like just jumped back to pits rather than going in and pitting. So he's actually got full tank of fuel again, which he doesn't really want. Nobby Norris, I think, has realised his error and he's back in the pits now.
I feel like putting a message in for them both.
Goes in for some fresh tyres. Joe's on an out lap. Dane's got himself some traffic, so it's might be a big circuit along that. All the cars are fairly close together. Look at the circuit map. There's one guy in the first sector. Everybody else is kind of then coming up to the final chicane, and they're all on top of each other a little bit here. So they're spreading out, boys. There's plenty of track. You don't need to be on each other's toes.
Well, normally this tends to what happened. And oh my god,
improved. And who's that improved? Goy goes up to P3. Goy, they're putting up 58.1.
That's a huge send on that lap. Goy.
Very solid up there from Goy car.
56.6 there from Bradley. That's a great time.
See
if anyone's got an answer for that.
4 seconds up on the rest of the field, so Brad looks like the man to beat in this one.
However, he's one spin away from a rage grip, so there is always that to bear in mind.
Well, he's not lost. He's not lost. They're sporting a America flag on his helmet. So we all know we're American, we get it. And they're pointing out it's getting grey. So sort of mist descending on the circuit.
Yeah, it's overcast, as BBC weather reports would tell you. Odds on, do you reckon it's raining? I
mean,
I want it to.
I'd like it to rain. I think it would be absolute chaos in GT3.
I know that Arsenal has done some wet practice, as has Odon.
I think a few of them did, because I think someone did a lobby yesterday and it rained in that lobby. So there's the option for rain. It is getting overcast. He's currently collecting some dirt.
I feel like because there's not many tracks that really will rain. I feel like the ones that do, it's almost a certainty that they end up raining anyway. I mean, you had it last year in GT1, didn't you?
You did.
So that was that wasn't the GP. That was the Nordschleifer.
Just so into the chat, there is now 1-0 to Dortmund. So the two drivers that are missing this week, as Alex Pixie improves, stays in P5. No Zombie and no Matman this week. They're both watching the Newcastle game, and they're now 1-0 down by the sounds of it. So
Are they? Do we know if they're at the game? Are they? Is it at home?
I don't
I think it is at home, isn't it?
Yes, yes it is. So maybe they are, maybe they are.
Oh, which was in the chat. The alien himself. That final chicane is so technical, isn't it? So difficult to get right.
A couple
It's
of
hard
minutes.
to carry much speed through there.
Qualifying then. Bread is still the man to beat by some margin. 1.4 seconds. Joe's coming around on the outlap.
That's a very dark, very dark.
Darker, isn't it? Yeah, so are we going to see a little bit of rain? Of course, now the weather of qualifying is a bit of a precursor to what happens in the race. So expect some cloud to appear in the race early on. So far, no rain. On board, just make sure the window wipers are clean. Yep, windows in the deals. Yeah, nothing on the windscreens. Looking very overcast. That's Jordan really sending it into the final part of the first sector. Somehow 3 yard tenths up despite that huge moment. Yes, let's do it. They all bought the wets. So only a stupid person who's like a 10-time champion would forget to buy the wet tyres for a race.
There's nothing on the radar. Well, we know how quickly that can change, don't we? So. Oh, this could be interesting. He's 4 tenths up, Jordan. Just that extra second to find, Bread.
Piece cake. Piece cake. So this will probably be his final lap then. So we're going to the 15-minute mark. So last chance for the drivers. Maybe Norris goes third, fastest.
Wow. Great lap.
Now he's found some time. He's now 7 tenths up, Jordan. So he's found some
Bread's
time.
Also improved
Bread, however,
time.
has just lowered the bar even further to 56.4.
Goose is in the pits as he
Dane
came
to
off.
P2.
Wow, that's a good time. Well in, Dane.
57.7 from Dane.
Is this lap time enough for Jordan here? Going around the last corner.
He's 7 tenths up, so he should jump back into P2 there as long as he's had a strong final sector. And he does. He comes up 4 tenths short there. Has 1.1 seconds in the end into the 56s.
Wow, great lap. Who's next to come round here? Alex Pixie's on track. Odon's on track. Zeus is out in 9th. I'm our Bruce Lee as well. I'm our Bruce Lee. I didn't catch that if he was down or not.
He's going to be the next one to finish. Oh, he's on very worn tyres, so he hasn't pitted during the session.
No, neither has Odon, and neither did Zeus either. But Odon is 3 tenths up, which should put him between Sagoose and Goy, if he can continue this.
Bruce Lee improves, going with 59.3. At the final corner he comes. He does 58.3, then up to 7th. So nice to tidy that there.
He'll be happy with that.
Can Odon improve? Slow as he gets out the final corner. Looks like a solid lap. And he does by 2 tenths, up to P7.
Lost 2 tenths in that final sector somewhere.
It's Pixie around the final corner, a little bit wide. Does he improve?
Bread's
he does not.
Bread's on fire. Nobby Norris is coming around the final corner now, just Nobby and Bread left. He improves.
Oh, but just comes up short. Is
Wow.
Bread just going to go for it? No, 57.6 on his final lap then, so doesn't improve yet further. And so Bradley it is, who strikes first blood tonight and takes pole position then for the race.
Wow, what a lap.
Solid lap from him, 56.4 then. Ends up 4 tenths up. So he did like at least 2 laps that were good enough for pole position there. Jordan, solid effort to try and frighten Bread. Got within 4 tenths of a second in the end. But he will share the front row. Dane there, very solid effort from him there. Just pips Nobby Norris in the end. It's at less than half a tenth shy. So.
I mean, Dane's set a 57.7, and I believe 10th is set a 58.6. So there's 9 tenths that separate 3rd and 10th.
That's only
less than a second.
About to face Potter as well. So yeah, very tightly bunched pack. Bread and Jordan, but perhaps if they can get clear, streak away. But of course we've got Nobby Norris in fourth on the soft tyre, starting on the soft tyre. It's going to be something to watch out for. He'll be quick early on.
And Bruce Lee as well, isn't it?
Indeed, and so qualifying results are as follows. Bredd will start on pole position. Alongside him will be Jordan. Dane and Nobby Nice will share row 2. Five Guys and Sir Goose share the third row. Odon and Imar Bruce Lee on row 4. Alex Pixie and Azus share row 5, and Face Potter has row 6 all to himself. But do not be deterred. It's all tightly bunched then. So predictions. Who do we think is going to win this one? Who's going to be on the podium? To you, Owen. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Well, having raced against him last season and beat him, I know what he's capable of. With a clear track in front of him, I think with a good first lap, I think Bredd can take it. However, if Arsenal can get him into the first corner, put him under a bit of pressure, I'm going to say Arsenal. So I think it's all dependent on this first lap. You, Lee?
Yeah, I think Bredd's going to be the one to beat. He looked comfortable, getting quicker and quicker as the session went along. So, yeah, I think it's difficult to look past Bredd for the victory.
Well, here they are.
Okay, then. So we wait then for the red lights to start appearing. Those are up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. A couple of tardy starts. Dane's not had a great start. Bredd's had a good start. Jordan on the attack immediately. Bredd has chopped his nose, and he will lead into turn 1. He goes a little bit deep on those medium tyres, and Jordan's up the inside.
Norris is round.
Oh no, Nobby Norris.
Tap from Sir Goose. He has waited.
Nobby Norris then on those soft tyres. Gonna have to use them now to get back into the hunt then. But Jordan has snatched the lead after Bredd went deep at turn 1.
This is what I said. This could be if Arsenal can get away now. Bredd chasing under pressure. The rest of the pack have formed quite nicely, haven't they, in single file now?
They've also had a good start then up to 4th. Five goes up to 3rd. Dane had a bit of a tardy getaway. He's down to 5th.
So, I mean, can we just appreciate that's a 4th place from FaZe Potter, who started 11th? What a start from him!
Stunning start, yep. Bit of chaos at the first corner. He's picked his way through nicely. He's got Dane looking at the inside of him. Dane drifting out of the hairpin there. That's going to give Armar Bruce Lee a run on him up the hill. You fancy him moving to the Schumacher S? He thinks about it.
It's a lovely livery.
He's on those soft tyres.
Lovely livery from
He's got a pole run now. Here comes Alex Pixie to challenge him for P6. Side by side, banging doors. And Alex Pixie goes around the outside. That's a great move there from Alex. He tries to stick his nose up the inside, just gives him a little bit of a bump.
It's just going to give Zeus the run. Here's Odon's in the slipstream as well. I think he's following through.
Just to chop back in again, but Odon's got alongside on the run up the hill. Into the braking zone for the chicane. Alex Pixie though should have this move covered off. And he does. Bounce across the chicane. Big snap there from Alex Pixie.
I don't know if you know about the rivalry between Zeus and Odon, but they've got their own little rivalry going on. A lot of trash talking between the two of them of who's going to finish ahead of who. So this is an interesting little battle between these two themselves. A little mini battle within the championship. He's under pressure from Nobby now though.
By half a second from Bredd, who's just starting to close back in now. Tyres should be up to temperature. Oh, that's good. Got going very, very wide at turn 1. Faith Potter up the inside, now around the outside. And third position again then, so 11th to 3rd in a lap.
Alex Pixie has just pushed Zeus out of the way into turn 1. And he's then gone deep into the following corner. Contact again, which has allowed Odon to slide through.
He just had, looked like a little bit of snap there as he tried to change direction. So, yeah, Odon takes full advantage then, and up to 8th. The rivalry swings then in favour of Owen. Get a flag, who's that? Oh, Nobby Norris is round again. Oh, Nobby Norris is having an awful start to this race then, on those soft tyres.
It's important to keep going, especially in these endurance races. Anything can happen. Anything. Especially being on the softer compound of tyre. So there's some time to go in there.
Absolutely up front though is as we feared. The front two are pulling away at the minute. Jordan and Bredd are 3.3 seconds
Dane
clear.
Has just sent Goy into a different postcode there.
He is finding an interesting way back to the circuit. He's actually going to do a donut, so we're going to leave him to his donuts. Shane for Corey there, he's running up into P4. We go back into the battle between Odon and Jesus, now with a P6. Well into the braking zone for the chicane. Passes over the curbs. Just had a little bit of a run there. Pixie just in front of them as well. Coca-Cola curve. Start finish rate to start lap 3.
So, interesting battles, I think, so far are going to be 5th to 7th. Those putters, always say that he's run deep into turn 1. He's got Armar Bruce Lee behind him, but Armar Bruce Lee on the soft tyre. So Armar Bruce Lee really needs to dispatch a phase putter.
Brett has engaged for the lead. So he's caught onto the back of Jordan. As they come out of the first sector, Jordan's very wide, and Brett scampers up the inside and retakes the lead that he lost at turn 1.
This is what we say, the patience pays off.
What can Brett do them a clear track?
I mean, he was 4/10 quicker that lap than Arsenal. But a poor run through sector 1. That's allowed Brett to get close. George should have overdrive it now.
Gap already up to a second then.
And our Bruce Lee's picked up a penalty somewhere. O'Donn's all over the back of Alex Pixie as well.
He's there as well to pick up any pieces. Sweep through the Schumacher S's. A good run. Alex Pixie's gone defensive. So let's look around the outside. Nothing doing. But Jesus right into the back of him again. So their rivalry. So Odin's now got to attack and defend here. Bickle says Brett's got the GT2 to challenge the undisputed GT3 GOAT next season. What do we think, James?
Oh, he can
come over and take on Oblivion. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, you. Well, you know what I can say is most race wins, most fastest laps, most pole positions. They can try. I'm in a different league at the moment. As me and Fever clearly outclass everyone because we're brilliant. I wish. It's just a very lucky start to my season. Well, we'll soon come crashing down this week.
Crashing down and around, but we shall see if you'll join us.
Yes, we'll say around.
Up front of the battle. Brett's not getting away here, so Jordan has latched on. He's not letting him go.
Purple.
So Jordan then not going to be shaken off that easily. It's now 6.5 a second.
Oh, Brett's gone off.
Oh,
he's touched the gravel. He's managed to do well to keep it that tidy, but that has allowed Arsenal straight back through. And this is what happens with Brett: is you put him under pressure and he panics. That is his biggest downfall.
You do kind of want to use that exit curve on next to that sort of S's section, and if you get in the gravel, it will pull you in. What happened to Brett then? He's lucky to not go around there, so Brett's done well there.
Yeah, the big group now.
Clean his tyres. Careful a couple of corners. We've seen him already catch him past Jordan once. Now he's going to do it all over again.
This time the gap at 2 seconds though. So he's out of slipstream range. Dirty tyres are probably still in effect. Interesting.
Wide. Here comes Imar Bruce Lee in the battle for P3.
I was just about to compliment him and say he's done well to keep Imar Bruce Lee behind for 4 laps on the softer compound tyre, but he's gone defensively.
Look at the inside though. Here we go. As he got alongside, Bruce Lee sends it. Race tyre shuts the door very firmly at the apex. Nothing doing. Alex Pixie still in P5. And Owen P6. Jesus P7. So Goose is P8 as he recovers. They've got Nobby Norris behind him in 9th. Covering some time.
Matt's just jumped in chat and they said, Brett, I hope you finish last. And SBY has said, I'm going to take GT1 next season. Who knows? I'm coming for you, Witchell. Stay prepared. Stay woke.
Oh, contacted to turn 1 between Face Podder and Ira Bruce Lee. Ira Bruce Lee just scampers through. Now he lifts off, lets Face Podder back through.
Interestingly, there is now only a second gap, less than a second gap between the front two.
Oh, Bruce Lee up the inside. Through the stadium section. Face Potter's got the inside for the final exit, but no, Bruce Lee is through. Oh, gets another half-second penalty though. Took too much curb on the inside there at turn 3. He got himself a half-second penalty. So I think he's got his position. He will probably revert because the penalty line is on the back straight on the run up to the final chicane. So he's going to lose quite a lot of time, even with just a half-second penalty. So, as you mentioned, gap for the lead is down to 7/10 of a second again. So Brett has got the magnets back on and is purple. They climb up towards the Schumacher S.
Zeus seems to be taking a much better line through Sector 2 in comparison to Odon.
Apparently,
using more of the track.
Our race leader's birthday today.
It is. Oh my God! How could I forget to mention that? It is Arsenal's birthday today.
So happy
Yes,
birthday
it
to our
is.
race leader.
He's 69 years old today.
Ooh, Daddy.
Yeah. Yep. It's a funny sex number. I have bought him a pink glittery dildo for his birthday, if anyone's wondering. He doesn't know that, but he will watch it back on stream later and be very excited by it. It's got my name carved into the side as well in bejewels.
Lovely. A very classy touch there.
Thank you. I am a man of class.
After serving his penalty, Bruce Lee's back behind FaZe Potter. And the 3 behind, Alex Pixie, Odon and Azus are also closing back in again. Now Nobby Norris has jumped back ahead of Sir Goose.
So
he is on the soft
recovery
tyres.
drive here.
He's been outed in the chat games as a fake friend. Gabe.
However, I was the only one. I was the first one to wish him a happy birthday. So, Gabe, you can. It was. Yeah, Gabe's Italian. It just loves pasta and pizza and meatballs and all that. So he's probably got his mouth full of spaghetti right now. So we'll just ignore him.
Absolutely. Well, Jordan continues to lead. Any dramas?
There isn't.
Not
so
recently.
far.
This has calmed down a little bit now. Of course, we've had the 2 Fat Goys teammates. They came together.
Yes, yeah, I've just realised that they are both teammates, aren't they?
Indeed, yes, those 2 are miles ahead. 10 seconds now, the gap up front. So it's Brett versus Jordan. Jordan leads. He has spun twice, yes.
He has.
He's always had a drama of his own as well.
I think this is purely based on these 2 are really racing each other, are they? The passes of swapping of the leads have come from individual mistakes, so there's not really been much battling between them. And I think with the battling behind them, it's just caused such a huge gap. FaZe Potter's having to defend from my Bruce Lee every 2 laps. He keeps then getting a penalty and drops back behind him.
Yeah.
But those rear softs aren't even half worn yet, so could be looking for 12 laps here on those softs.
If anything.
Oh, good send down the inside though.
Yeah, he's left it late, but he makes the move. FaZe Potter tries to fight back, but no, Bruce Lee's through. So good move there.
I'd say
Done it without a penalty this time.
If you look at FaZe Potter's front left, I think it's probably worse
I was
than
going to say, his front
Lee's
tyres
rear
are worse than Armour Bruce Lee's. Even though Armour Bruce Lee's obviously rears are slightly worse, as you would expect, but yeah, he's looking after his front tyres at the minute. FaZe Potter's working his a little bit harder, and he fancies a move into turn 1 here. Armour Bruce Lee's later on the brakes though, gets it stopped. He retains the position now. He's now starts to pull away while he's got the tyre advantage. 13 is 1 stop territory, absolutely, and it does look like they might get there. Oh, Bruce Lee, let's have a look at Nobby Norris's tyres. Where's he? He's off. He's in the pits, in fact, Nobby Norris. That's interesting. He's gone back onto the soft tyres.
No, he's on the mediums. He has done the mediums.
Oh, he's on the mediums, yeah, I do apologise. Oh, so interesting. I thought those tyres didn't look too bad, to be honest, so I'm surprised he's gone this early.
Yeah. He's committed himself to a 2-stop.
Oh,
I think a lot of them will.
change for the lead. Bradley's back in front.
I can imagine that's Jordan going wide in Sector 2. I would just like to say now, that looks overcast to me.
It is. Now, this is a qualifying. Worry, 13 laps, so this is probably about the same as it was in qualifying, so at the moment, I don't think I'm worried. The drivers will be worried, but we shall see.
We're in unknown
we went to 15
territory.
minutes, that was the end of qualifying. After that, it's a bit of an unknown. So there is the possibility of rain.
We want rain. We want rain.
It's coming tomorrow. Lots of it.
No, FIBA, no one can adjust brake balance, so it's pretty much even playing field for every single car.
Has jumped Alex Pixie in the battle for P5.
That's definitely a mistake from Alex Pixie, I would say, there, because he was about 1.2 seconds up in the lead.
Quite close together when I last saw them, so it's just a move. Alex Pixie's thinking about sending the chicane. He's going for it. I don't think he's going to set up both of them. I think he got caught out there by Alex's braking point, ends up on the grass, avoids any massive dramas though. And Alex Pixie's back through, though he's wide at the final corner. Odon thinks about getting back up the inside, but thinks better of it. All this is letting Sir Goose close back in again. In P8, so this 3-car battle is quickly becoming a 4. And Dane's not far behind either.
And Goy's involved. So that's all that matters.
There he is, lurking in the background, lurking in the shadows.
There's 1.4 seconds between Bread and Arsenal now. This does very much remind me of myself and Oblivion last season.
Challenges for a couple of laps and then you just kind of put your hammer down and sort of. I mean, Bread's last 2 lap times, 58.710 and a 58.700, so lapping consistently, while Jordan had a 2-minute lap last time around, so that's probably why he lost the lead.
Yes. I mean, again, Jordan's tyre wear compared to Bread. What does he do?
It is like watching you in Oblivion.
It is. I don't understand what he does. I've watched him, and he eats into them. His mediums wear like they're softs on like a 10-lap race with ×5 tyre wear.
Well, Bruce Lee, having clear face Potter, is now 4 seconds up the road, so Bruce Lee is now off and flying.
Alex Pixie hasn't shaken Odon, and Odon hasn't shaken a Zeus either. This is bringing Flappy Bird himself, Sir Goose.
There you go. Dane also closing in as well. Dane last time was on 59 flat. Sir Goose did a 2-minute .8. Zeus did a 2-minute 3. As did Odon. As did Alex Pixie. That's why this battle's coming together. Will forever be a mystery. That's why it's probably because you got a blistering, ridiculous pace, which
don't come in here and say, oh, it's a mystery, but you're good with your pace and your tyre wear, sunshine.
So much pace at Watkins Glen that you didn't need. You did the extra stop and still won the race convincingly.
Yeah, I didn't come last.
Good job of that, big part of that. Looks like something pine we've come up with, doesn't it?
Yes.
Maybe not enough pink for it to be a pine livery, but he's got the magnets on, another 59.8 that time around, so he's again taking a few tenths out of Sir Goose. He did 2-minute .3. And he in turn has taken time out of Azus, Odon, and Alex Pixie ahead of him, so this 3 is becoming a 5. Okay, Potter in the distance. What's that gap? That's now 3 seconds. 2-minute flat .2, so he did actually pull away on that last lap, so just keeping that group at arm's length.
This does say, though, doesn't it, that it doesn't matter if you're fast as long as you're consistent. You know, Faze Parr hasn't set a lap time in the 1 minute yet, whereas Alex Pixie has, Odon has, Zeus has, but to be fair, other than that, they've been quite similar in pace, but be consistent, you can still maintain a decent position to avoid trouble. Absolutely. And sometimes it's better to avoid the fight, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think he got clear track fairly early on, didn't he? Obviously, he had a bit of a battle with Armar Bruce Lee, but didn't slow up too much. Armar Bruce Lee now into the 58s, then, so Armar Bruce Lee is flying. Now he's got some clear air. Fuel starting to drop off.
Brady's 2.4 seconds up the road now. 2.2. 1.7. Oh god, he's had a horrible run out of the final corner.
Which will say when he gets to Ross and Graham's level of tyre wear, I'll be happy. I mean, I don't think anybody can get to Ross's level of tyre wear. It's ridiculous. Like Ross is just the tyre whisperer.
How he does it, I don't know.
So then that time did a 58.8. Jordan did a 58.7, so actually pulled a 10th back that time.
Well, the gap was 2.4 coming to 6 to 3. It is now 1.4. Alex Pixie.
Interesting.
First of the medium runners to stop, lap 9.
In, so not on to half distance. I thought he might try and get to half distance. Look at Armar Bruce Lee's tyres. I still think they're probably okay to half distance, so I think he can definitely one-stop this.
Odon and Azus both looking very good on tyre wear. in comparison to Face Potter and Arsenal. So I think they can go. I think you can get away with a one-stop here, you know.
I think so. The tyre fuel seems to be okay. So Bruce Lee's actually got the worst fuel of the top 3, so he's on just over a quarter a tank, while Jordan and Brett are probably on about a third. I mean, to be fair, it is actually harder on tyres and controller, so I mean, that's fair enough. Moss is on a wheel, and Graham is as well, actually, so that's probably why.
I don't think
Jordan's tyre wear, though, is looking, it's fairly even, but yeah, he's looking worse, considerably worse than Brett. That might be playing a factor now that Brett's got clear. Jordan will be getting a little bit dirty air off the back of this Porsche.
Yeah, I would say to Jordan if I was in my undercut, but his tyre wear is so poor, I don't think he'd manage.
Of course we do. Have to use soft. The mediums are compulsory.
We can do medium.
So medium is a possibility. So you probably want to go beyond lap 13 if you can do. So if you can stretch your fuel, keep your tyres alive. The pit lane, the pit time loss is sufficient. Although he might, even if he does an extra stop, he'd probably on for P2. It's 12 seconds over Armagh Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I think the stop time is about 25-30 seconds, isn't it, normally?
Dane has caught and passed Sir Goose, so Dane's up to P7 now.
I'm just wondering if he's made a mistake there.
Closing on his teammate as well. The gap's now 2.5 seconds. It was 3. We've gone into the 1 minute. Again, 1 minute 59.6. Face potted with 2 minute .8. Yeah, two teammates not converging.
Well. I think Zeus is more prone to a mistake, but maybe slightly faster around here. But Odon, like we've mentioned before, his consistency's improved so much from where he started last season. Huge points at the moment for Team Dynaco if this continues.
P4 and P5. Odon again, 2 tenths up on his personal best. So he's getting quicker and quicker as this stint goes along. His tyres in good condition as well. Significantly better than his teammates. Might be playing a factor as well. The gap now down to 2.3. So Odon is closing. Goose still there behind him. Dane's not far away either, so Goose not too far behind him, but with a half-second penalty.
Unless Alex Pixie, I think, might be in this, you know. I think I think there is a 2 minute 15
back
there.
Onto the mediums, interestingly. So he's doing
so I'm thinking maybe
he hasn't filled the tank either. That suggests he's doing a 2-stop.
Yeah, which to me, I would have fueled it up full and then done a huge undercut. Because if your tyre wear's not that bad on the mediums, I think you probably could do 16 laps. Brett's just under half worn on his mediums at lap 12. And if the fuel allows you to do 16, what do we do? 3.1 to go. It'd be interesting to see if any of the lead two come in. End of this lap maybe. Next lap, see if we can get half race distance.
So yeah, I think they're maybe going to try to get to halfway at least. Give those soft tyres a chance if that's what they do decide to do. Might keep with the medium. Now Dane is now on the back of Jesus, who's dropped away from Odon. Continues to close on his teammate then, so battle on for P6.
Yeah, it's 2 seconds slower that lap.
His teammate earlier on.
Call down Mr. Consistent at this point. Lap time's been brilliant.
2 Dynaco cars, just 1.5 seconds apart.
Owen has told me that he does enjoy this track. In his words, it's very flowy, and he doesn't have to watch it in reverse this time. If anyone knows
that. That is possibly my favourite of them. It's the most I think I've heard from GT3 in a while.
Yeah, it's the most GT3 thing I think.
Yeah, it's the most GT thing I think I've ever heard in my life. Yes,
watching the normal track YouTube guide, but in reverse.
I mean, 10 out of 10 for effort, I'll give him that.
Yeah, just play backwards, it's fine.
Up front then, Bread now has extended that gap then, so he's got clear and he has broken Jordan's resistance. The lead is now 4 seconds as he comes up to complete lap 12. He's going to take him to the halfway point. As he going to the pits, now he's going around again. Now Jordan's tyres are looking very second hand, that front left. Still got a little bit of life in it though, so we'll get to half distance. And our Bruce Lee, his left rear, is also looking second hand. He's also now on the red line in terms of fuel. Now, he should have one more lap, or is he going to dive into the pits? I think he's diving into the pits, and so our Bruce Lee is in from P3. He's got 9 seconds over FaZe Potter. He's just managed to hold the gap to Odon. Odon's had a better run out of the chicane there. And so he's pushing very hard into the final corner. Almost goes off on the outside.
Really lost it. It was like 8 tenths, 7 tenths there. Dane's all over the back of the Zeus still. Slightly closer.
Close as he's been. It's turn 1. Can he force a mistake then? His tyres looking better. His tyres aren't bad. Dane's significantly better on fuel. So Dane's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel left, while Zeus is probably on about a fifth.
I've just noticed, Liz. It's a laugh. He's on the back of Goy's car. He's got, oh boy, here comes Goy.
Did you see that?
I've just noticed it.
Dane's had a message on it. Let's go on the back of the car. It says pure elegance on the back of Dane's.
Oh boy, here comes.
I think that's about the perfect description of Dane, to be honest. Just pure elegance. Yes. Pure elegance on track.
Pure elegance. Oh boy, here comes Goy for his inevitable send on someone.
He's only sent by his teammate.
Yeah, not actually saying that. Goy is normally the one that gets sent upon, really, isn't it? Bless him. He does try.
He doesn't. So, having made his pit stop, Bruce Lee is back out on the medium tyres. He's filled the tank. So imagine he's now going to the end. It's a clear track, so he can just get those tyres up to temperature now. It will be cold. He's sliding around for this first lap. As in comes Jordan from P2. So
Red stays out, which I did think he would. If I'm Arsenal here, I'm filling up as much as I need.
Is he going to do the medium, or is he going to go onto the softs?
I can't see him having the tyre
round as Owen is in. So the Dynamic are splitting their strategies. Also in is Azus. Dane's carried on.
It's interesting to see the fuel usage.
Yeah, so Azus was on the red line, Odon was on the red line, and I think Jordan's also just dipped onto the red line. It's a pity, but then look at Dane. Dane's probably got another couple of laps in his tank, so he might be going to the softs if he can extend. FaZe Potter's tyres are getting on a little bit, but his fuel's probably good at least for maybe this lap, maybe one more.
Yeah, they're hitting Dot Cotton stage, aren't they?
Bread's
getting on a
definitely
bit.
In this lap. Bread's on the red line. Gone over halfway. But is it going to be enough for him to try and get the softs to the end, or is he going to go back onto the medium tyres?
Yeah, Arsenal has come out in 7th ahead of Alex Pixie, so let's see now where Bread would come out. And the gap was 7 seconds, was it? Between the top two? Let's see if an undercut has done anything.
4 or 5.
Oh, was it?
I think so. I didn't check when they pitted. The last time I saw the gap, it was about 4 or 5 seconds.
Well, Zeus picks up a penalty that has jumped Odon. So Zeus is slightly underfueled, but then got a penalty straight away.
Yeah.
So he's undercut to jump Odon, and then has got a penalty to just alleviate that work he's done. A tactical advantage. Well done, boys. Well done. But they haven't hit each other yet. The Tango Ice fast drivers.
That's still to come.
Maybe so. What a junior team, eh?
So maybe they're saving it for tomorrow or Friday.
Let's do what me and Mikey do, and we just drive at opposite ends of the track. Love you, Mike.
Savagery.
I couldn't ask for a better teammate, though. He's my moral support.
emotional support, Mikey.
Emotional support animal. Right, so
Brett's
Brett's still
gone
in the
round
pits.
again, interestingly. That's a Dane. Nobby Norris making a move on Goy into turn 1, is he? Got a 3-car battle. This is a Goose has joined this as well.
Yeah, Brett's come out on the softs as well. And
Let's
there's
go on to the
Arsenal.
softs then. It's a brave call. And he is, so it's the gap then as Jordan comes down to turn 1. It is about 5 seconds, so the gap's about the same. Maybe just under now. Of course, Brett on cold tyres. We'll take a few corners to get
Nobby
some
Norris
heated.
has sent Goy into a Tokyo drift.
There's caution on the back of... Oh, there's more contact. In a straight line this time. And I was giving the Morse code. I'd like to come through, please.
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 Goose.
It's indicating. Maybe just put both lights on to identify that he's a hazard.
Oh.
Oh, Goy's had a big snap.
I think him and Sagoose both going to be pitting at some point. Nobby Norris obviously pitted on lap 9, was it? Or 7?
I
think it might have been lap
7 or 8. So
he's going to have to stop again.
So Jordan's back out on the medium tyres while Bred's on the soft. So Bred, the gap's down to 3.5. Oh, no, I'm looking at the gap to Goose. It's still 5 seconds. But
I think
does Bred have enough tyre to get him to the end?
But he will have.
Pixie has jumped IMR Bruce Lee, but he needs to pit again.
The only
Zeus.
traffic Brad will face is Nobby Norris until he pits. I think.
The race leader is in. Face Potter peels off. Dane goes round again.
Okay.
So Dane's definitely going for the soft tyre. He's got one more lap of fuel. His tyres are fine. To be fair, Dane's done a really good job of managing his tyre wear in this one.
He has indeed. Now
Potter's in. His front left
I
tyre is
think
dead.
Dan could be in this for the win, you know.
The do, Marley. The weather is on. It's on random,
And that
so
is
we
a
don't know what's going to happen.
cloud, isn't it?
It's a bit overcast still, but it doesn't look like rain at the moment.
Please rain. It's 10 laps.
So, yeah, it's getting a bit greyer over the start-finish straight. It's a shame we can't have a look at the radar. That would help.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? I'm sure there might be a setting surely somewhere, no?
I don't think so. No. I think it does say in the main lobby. It sort of gives you the weather for the last hour or something like that now. So it tells you what the weather's been. I don't know if it tells you what's coming. So
God damn.
they've tried and kind of failed to give us what we wanted, really. So Brad now starting to pull away from Jordan. Of course, he has the tyre advantage. The stage.
So, Face Potter stayed ahead of Azus and Odon and is on the softs, I believe.
He is indeed. He has though massively under fuel, so he's got like 3/4 of a tank. Is that going to be enough? And so he did stretch his fuel quite well in the first stint. So he seems confident.
That could be right. You could potentially be right.
Odon is now latching on to Azus again as he tries to fight back. In that position. Goy's out behind him. He's on the soft tyres as well.
Yeah, Goy and Sagoose both on the softs. Odon and Azus on the mediums. Bruce Lee obviously on the mediums.
Do indeed.
Alex
The
Pixie
GT2 is here tomorrow. Of course, this should have been week 3 of GT3. Unfortunately, after the first attempt at week 2 went a bit awry. We're a week behind schedule, so that's why. As Dane is in.
Which I'm feeling very poorly. Would you like to?
We nearly touched the pit wall.
You should stop me from asking Witchell to cover for me.
Please. He may not have put enough fuel in. Oh no, Goy. Oh no, Goy definitely does not have enough fuel. He's on half a tank. I don't think that's going to be 10 laps. He's going to have to do some massive fuel saving. Or we're going to see another pit stop from Goy. But then will we take the lead? Jordan's going to come round. Alex is coming through. Now where does Dane rejoin? Fuel going in. Bruce Lee coming around.
Nobby Norris is in for his second, is it, as well?
He is indeed, yep. He's in for his second stop. Yeah, Goy has 7 laps of fuel to do 10 laps in, so not looking good for Goy. Goy's math hasn't worked out there, which is worrying because the man works in a casino and works with money a lot of the time, so that's worrying.
So Dane has rejoined between Face Potter and Azus. So
No, it's a good place. He's got 2 medium tyre runners behind him, so he's not going to be under threat from them. Now, Face Potter is on the softs, but slightly more worn. Well, I say they've got a couple of laps on them, so he's put himself in a good place here. He jumped a couple of those cars he was chasing, or chasing down.
It's looking very dark.
Marley's just coming there. Which was having dinner at his house tomorrow, apparently. So we'll keep an eye on that. So look out for a Marley domination. We'll know something's awry. Unless Marley really likes Nurburgring in the wet.
Marley, can I come as well? Please, Marley.
So we're on lap 17. Bradley then leads by 7.9 seconds at the moment, and he's pulling away from Jordan. He does have the softer tyres though. Are they going to get him to the end?
Well, with Jordan's tyre wear, it's probably worse than the soft tyre anyway. So
that's very true. So we're not breaking back his tyres last at the moment. They're looking all right. Alex Pixie coming around. Now he does have another stop to make at some point.
Yeah, he does. I don't think the 2 teammates here have made the best strategy call possible.
Which 2 are they? 2 blue cars?
It is Alex Pixie and Nobby Norris. I don't know who it
2
is.
stop there. Yeah, it's a bold strategy, isn't it? So Nobby Norris back on the medium tyres again. Closing on Goy. Goy's having to do some extreme fuel saving. I'd be careful that Goy doesn't lean out his car and try and siphon some fuel out as you go by, Nobby. So just keep an eye on that.
Unless this is a Goy masterclass who is expecting rain.
Potentially, yes. Has he looked at the radar? Has he seen something?
Has Goy spotted a drizzle? As Face Potter goes that wide, he's in a different postcode. He's actually in Austria at the Red Bull Ring, with how deep he went into that corner.
Molly's not demonstrating the cooking skills.
It'll be
to learn. Burn something. It could be anything. Who knows? It's a mystery dinner, but it's burn.
Little does he know, I've actually given Marley a tenner to give him food poisoning, so Mitchell can't race on Friday, allowing the Tango Ice Fast Boys to make some points up.
Face Potter, he's got the magnets on, and he's closing down on IMR Bruce Lee.
Paul has just chat that Fuel Mix 5 has been engaged by Goy.
That would explain why he's under threat from Nobby Norris. He's not too far off Nobby Norris anymore in terms of fuel, so a couple of laps saving him, he might be alright. We shall see. Yeah, the magnets are on. Face Potter is closing down on IMR Bruce Lee, who is currently in net P3. Now, we've still got Alex Pixie ahead of him, but he's got a pit stop to make. Still yet to run the soft tyres, so Alex, sorry, you're getting the pits immediately. Get on those soft tyres. And he comes.
If Face Potter doesn't lose the position to Dane, this could be a 3rd place for Face Potter.
Podium's on, very much so. IMR Bruce now just 1.7 seconds ahead. Bounces through the chicane.
Oh, Zeus and Odon have closed the gap again on each other.
And, again then, round 2. Both these cars still on the medium tyres as well. They've double medium stinted.
So what?
Best there from Odon.
GT3 always gives us some form of entertainment, regardless where the battle is on the track.
Indeed, Odon's going for a massive send into turn 1. Oh, he's not getting stopped though. And Jesus will cut back.
Luckily, he hasn't lost too much time there.
Still within a second. So, go again, regroup.
Odon's teammate is now on the back of IMR Bruce Lee, and he's matching Dane's pace. Luke hadn't actually set a 158 on the softs beforehand. In qualifying, his fastest was a 59. So he's currently faster than his qualifying pace.
He's just got his eye in now. Here we go, removed at the hairpin, down the inside it goes. It's a bit robust, but the door was open.
Door was open, there was no contact on mine either.
Face Potter, so through he goes.
Now he's just got to hunt down the 24-second gap on Arsenal. Come on, Nurburgring, rain! Rain!
We
want rain.
Meanwhile, serenely cruising away at the front now, 10 seconds to the good.
What an objective, Lynn. Wow. You must have got an A in English.
I got a B in English, I think.
Oh.
Not quite. So what can Face Potter do now that he's cleared Armar Bruce Lee? Now is Armar Bruce Lee going to let Dane go? Which is of course quite chummy. Is Armar Bruce Lee fancy trying to get back at Face Potter?
If I was him,
a little
I'd
bit
try
warm.
and hold. I think you've got to hold position at this point. There's 6 laps left. It's easy. It's not impossible to defend.
The old one then has caught back up to Jesus again, so is he going to go for another send? Oh, he's now got 5 laps of fuel remaining.
He is sending it. He is.
It's a bit more controlled this time. Oh, a goal! Oh no! Oh no! There's a squeal of tyres and we cut back and Nobby Norris arrives at turn 1 sideways and harpoons Goy. He has waited up for him. There's the Nobby Norris moment we've all been waiting for, and that's brought Alex Pixie back into the moment as well.
Goy. Goy.
And that's not going to help Goy with his fuel saving. He's now had to light the beers up to get going the right way again. Just a huge squeal of tyres coming for about 30 seconds. I was like, oh god, here we go. Click back.
Oh, Azus is wide. Azus is in the gravel. Odon flies past.
No, he's cracked under pressure.
Oh, wait.
Oh no, wait, he hasn't.
What?
No, he hasn't. He's lagged. He's lagged back ahead of him.
He has. What is going on there?
He's in the gravel again. Or is he? He's probably not.
He's out.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Oh no.
Oh, isn't it? I know, that's quite interesting. I've never seen him lag. Ever. So that's quite interesting, actually.
Dane's got himself a 1 second penalty from somewhere. He's just going to let Bruce Lee get away. And while Face Potter's cleared off to the tune of 3.8 seconds, as they're now on those soft tyres. He's checking out in this battle for the podium. And with Dane still stuck behind Bruce Lee and now having dropped back with that penalty. Looking very, very good. And as they come and start lap 21.
Oh dear.
Bread untroubled up front, the lead now 13 seconds. Everything looks a little bit brighter now as well, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Now shadow is starting to appear again, but still time. Still a bit overcast.
We want rain. We want rain.
Get outside and do a rain dance, James. Come on.
Yes, hang on.
Can I do a shark costume for help? Manifest some rain.
Oh no. Oh, hang on, I've got Harrison calling me. I'll give you the inside knowledge.
Oh, here we go. Battle on for P8 then. Nobby Norris. Goy and Alex Pixie sending it down inside of Goy. Gets it stopped and turned. Goy fights back around the outside, has the inside then for the final part of the stadium section. Has a bit of a wiggle as he gets on the curb. Has held off. Alex Pixie for now, but Alex Pixie's having another go into the S's. Goy lets him go, sees him coming. Probably hasn't got enough fuel to fight with. That's Alex Pixie's
Inside
wide.
knowledge, he's had a power cut.
No, no.
His internet's gone down.
Big shame,
So, serves him right. Armar Bruce Lee has got back past Dane.
I don't think Dane ever got ahead of him. Dane got a penalty to drop back. However, Dane's now caught back gap that grew last time around.
So before that right-hander, Dane was in front of Armar Bruce Lee, and as we cut to Armar Bruce Lee was down inside. But if these two keep fighting, this could bring Odon into it.
5.6 seconds back at the minute. And now he's freed from the shackles of worrying about Jesus. He can focus and try and close down. Like you say, if Armar Bruce Lee continues to hold off Dane, there's opportunities for bring in. Now Dane on the faster tyre. Imagine if he gets one good chance at this. See, also, in all honesty, whether poster settings legit for tomorrow, unfortunately, David, yes, they are. They are the settings that will be applied to your lobby tomorrow. I can only apologise. If you want to blame anybody, blame Tom Smith.
And he's bold.
He did it.
He's very angry. I think it's because he's bold.
Probably.
Baldy, baldy, baldy.
So can Dane find a way through? Because what this has done is probably let that podium opportunity get away. Race Potter was cleared off now. He's now 7 seconds ahead. So if he's got the hammer down, 57.7 is now his personal best since having got the soft tyre on. Got a bit of fuel off. He's had a few laps under his belt, got into a groove, and now setting his fastest laps of the night. Red, meanwhile, is in a 56.6. Would have been good enough for pole position. 56.4 in qualifying. He's now 15 seconds clear, so Bred well on his way, barring any massive dramas. He could even have a spin, and he'll probably still be leading this race. We've got that battle, and the battle between the two teammates, Nobby and Alex. He's hanging on, despite his fuel concerns.
It's impressive in itself, that.
Whether or not they don't manifest before the end of the race, we shall see. But at the moment, he's clinging on.
Yeah, Dane's still fighting Armand Bruce Lee, but Odon isn't capitalising on it because they're both lapping quicker than him.
So Dane now right on the back of Armand Bruce. He's had a good run at the final corner. This could be the move for P4. Dragged alongside. Have the inside for turn 1. Can he brake late enough? He's gone a bit early on the brakes there. Make sure he keeps the apex. Oh, catches that big drop on the inside. It almost spins him out, and Armand Bruce Lee swoops back around the outside. So Dane doesn't get the move done this time. Have to wait for another opportunity. There's quite a big drop on that inside there, so he went a bit too tight. The car almost kicked out and killed him. Oh, he's sideways there.
Meanwhile, in no man's land, Face Potter's still in third and under no pressure.
7.4 seconds left, we've got 4 tenths over the battling pair behind him. His tyre wear looking a little bit worse now, but I think that'll be fine till the end of the race. He's got enough tyre.
There's a battle for 7th, 8th and 9th being, and well, I suppose 10th as well, because Score's not too far out of it.
That's Pixie has got ahead of his teammate. Oh, he's caught the grass there though. Oh, saves it. Caught the grass there, he tipped into the braking zone, very nearly went around. Saves it though.
He's gone. Well, I was going to say it's actually quite interesting now that you can see the detriment of that 2-stop, both being in 8th and 9th, and had Goy not have underfueled and potentially, but being hit off twice, I don't think he would have been there.
Very nearly escorted Armand Bruce Lee off the track of the braking zone for the S's. Has lifted and let him know, but he's still on the attack then as they head up towards the final chicane. Then to the outside, Armand Bruce Lee comes over and takes the line. We'll hang on again.
Interesting defensive tactics to move left and right.
It was clear, so just penalty for Face Potter, if I can see in the distance. Half a second. Should be okay. Well, Bruce Lee going defensive this time, down the start finish, I think, to the middle of the road. Swoops back over the braking zone, and Dave's going to give him a yeet. He just about hangs on though, but yeah, I don't think Dane would appreciate the move, the big move over into the braking zone. Just at Dane's eye. Oh, Bruce Lee's wide, Dane's up the inside. Oh, more contact. Is Dane going to take it this time? No, he's going to let him go again. Oh, Bruce Lee just took a lot of curve there. Oh, he's got. Oh my word.
This is quite tense.
Comes over and takes the line with Dane on the outside though. I thought he might just ushered him onto the grass. Thankfully they got away with it. This battling though is bringing Odon into him. Odon's now 3.2 seconds behind them and closing. Now is he going to run out of laps?
Who knows?
He's thinking about a move at the inside of there, but he gets there this time. Can he get it stopped and turned? He can. Oh, Bruce is back up the inside though. Now a drag race up the hill, and I think Dane's going to have it. He does. Well, Bruce is right behind him. This isn't over.
Is it sending distance? Does he send it?
It is sending distance. But Dane hangs on, brakes later, stays clear. And I think that should be moved on. So well done, Dane. Patience has paid off. Out to P4 he goes. Alex Pixie has got ahead of Sir Goose for P7. Oh, and Nobino's off somewhere because Goy's back ahead of him by 11 seconds. So Goy's on the red line already. And we're still 2.5 laps from the end.
Poor Goy.
Brett is sending it, meanwhile. Squealing tyres. He's 18 seconds clear, though, so it's fine.
Yes.
Still on for P4.
That gap was at 1.20 seconds, I believe. No, it wasn't. I'm looking at Arsenal days better. As if it would matter anyway. With 2 laps to go, but 1.5.
That's 8.5 seconds back to Dane. So
he's only taken a second out of him, Dane. That fighting with Armbar Bruce Lee really did cost him, didn't it?
Garni has confirmed that Goy has activated Fuel Mode 6. Then he's got through on Sir Goose, P7. How can he pull away? Sir Goose's left front tyre looks very, very second hand. I think his only saving grace here might be that he's got 7 seconds back to Goy, who's
fuel saving.
is shall we say being stingy with his fuel.
Yeah, well, it's fuel mode 6, so it's
fuel mode 16 has been activated now.
Yes, let's not accelerate.
We'll coast down the hill, just let it roll down the hill, it's fine. Just power up the hill.
Put it in neutral.
Gravity is his friend there. Brad, meanwhile, onto the final lap. He has been superb tonight. A couple of mistakes early on let Jordan threaten potentially for an upset, but since he's got clear, he has pulled away and just continues to do so.
Yeah, that tyre wear been really
the key factor in that one for Brad. Enabled him to get onto the soft tyre. And he's made full use.
Yeah, I think that's something Arsenal needs to work on. I think
now,
we're going into all these endurance races.
Is also looking quite tight on fuel. Noticed. Now, does he have enough? Seems to be quite pedestrian as well. Now, I'm worried if he's got enough fuel to get to the end.
He's got. I think Goy has got more.
I think he's got less fuel than Goy.
I think Goy does have more fuel.
Goy's got more fuel than Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is going to... this could be a change for P5 yet. I don't know if he's got enough fuel to get round. He's going to be very pedestrian this fight. He's already lost half a second to Odon in this lap. And that is continued. That's now 8 tenths.
Bradley's just come to the end of the Schumacher S.
Yep, Brad well on his way then. 18 seconds to the good. Put up a good fight early on.
Dane's taken nearly 4 seconds out of phase car in 2 laps.
Yeah, how much is he going to be ruining? Stuck behind Armour Bruce Lee for as long as he was. The gap between Armour Bruce Lee and Odon is less than a second.
Odon should have him here. This could be a 3rd and 5th for the Dinoco boys.
Well, out of the final corner, meanwhile, it has been a dominant victory then for Bradley. He wins round 3, or week 3, should I say?
Well, week 4, round 3.
It's week 3, round 4.
No, it's the other way around, isn't it?
No, it should be. But it's not. I'm on Bruce Lee then. Stern defence as Jordan crosses the line for P2. Bruce Lee is on fumes. I think he's out of fuel. He is. Bruce is out of fuel on the run down the back straight. So Odon goes through. Dear. So Face Potter rounds the final corner. Then he's going to take a podium. He's got no front left tyre left.
Wow.
But a great drive then for him. P3. The gap to Dane is going to be less than 5 seconds by the time they get to the line. So Dane, they're flying at the end. He did 2 personal bests towards the end there, and it's P4 for him. Odon's going to get P5. Alex Pixie's got Imar Bruce Lee. He's still crawling. Here comes Sir Goose. Oh, he's sideways. Oh, he's going to go round. Oh, no.
This could be a saving grace for Iman Bruce Lee, who's cruising at 49
Yes,
miles
he's
an
cruising for
hour.
the final corner. Where's the goose? He's not going to get there. Oh, Bruce Lee's going to dribble across the line for P7.
Is he? He is just about.
Just it's the goose gets P8. Nobby Norris has pipped Goy in the final. No, Goy gets it back as he let Goy go through. Goy gets P9 despite running on fumes. So fuel saving prowess of Goy Carp there gets him to the flag. But untroubled by all of the dramas behind him, it is a victory for Bradley.
Oh my god.
Wow. Chaos. Chaos, and so victorious is Bradley. Jordan gets P2. Face Potter, great job for him in P3. Dane coming through for P4, but that podium might have been there for him had he been able to clear Bruce Lee a little bit earlier. Solid late race pace from Dane. Odon gets a brilliant P5. Alex Pixie gets P6 in the end, pipping Bruce Lee, who ran out of fuel on the final lap. Just didn't quite save enough fuel early on that earlier pit stop, costing him. So Goose gets P8. That late spin there, denying him the opportunity to snatch P7 away. Goy gets P9, despite massively underfueling in the final stint. Then Nobby Norris gets P10, the final finish, and unfortunately we lost Zeus to a power cut.
So Zeus will still pick up the 11th points, but that could have potentially been, 5th, 4th, who knows?
Who knows?
Shame about that, but serves him right for being a sender. We don't like senders. But great job, Lee. Well done.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Well done yourself. Bloody good chef.
You.
Bloody good chef. Well done.
Bloody good show, sir. Fantastic.
So next time out, it's back to the sprint week, and we are glorious Goodwood next time. Now, have you ever driven Goodwood?
Yes, I have, and I hate it because you
probably a good job you have it on your calendar, isn't it? Yes. So there's Goodwood, a historic British circuit. However, it's a very simple track, but at the same time, it comes with some
there's no room for error.
Challenges, shall we say? There's definitely some risks involved. Turn 1, the fast chicane in the middle, the final sort of high-speed corner straight, and the final chicane. And as Goy Carp has previously found out, I can't remember what season it was, but he made an interesting entrance to the pit lane. It has to be seen to be believed. I'm sure we can dig out the video and put it on the socials for those. So that's to look forward to next week. Then 2 races from Goodwood next week. We're back tomorrow, and we're back here at the Nurburgring tomorrow. It is GT2 from the Nurburgring, and it is wet week. So expect plenty of rain tomorrow. And as you can hear, the drivers are very excited about the prospect of the conditions.
I'll take P10.
Take P10. And then on Friday we are back with GT1, and this week we are at Grand Valley Reverse and for GT1 on Friday. So do join us for that. But as always, thank you to everybody who has been in the chat. If you can like the stream before you go, if you haven't already done so, please do that for us. That helps us out immensely, and we appreciate you for doing so. Thank you for everybody in the stream for the comments as well. Thank you, Oven, for co-commentating. Thank you for GT3 for providing us once again another brilliant watch. And plenty more great action coming up on FTRL for the rest of the week. But from us for this evening, thank you and good night.